I bought this bike for 3 reasons. Fuel economy, how cheap it is, how it looks. It looks amazing. That's why I didn't really want to get a new motorcycle, but I got one anyways because, you know, I had to at the time. I bought this bike when it came out, the 4th generation. So I didn't really have a choice to get an old one unless I wanted to wait, and I didn't want to wait. That would be, you know, that wouldn't make sense. Alright, so the cons, the negatives about this motorcycle. Let me think here about the negatives of the motorcycle. Negatives of this particular motorcycle. Well, the power is good, but if you are like 6'5" and you weigh 300 pounds or 200 plus pounds, I do not recommend the Ninja 250. If you're 6'5" and 200 and some odd pounds, I do not recommend the 250. I mean, you know, you could get by. You could do all right. Your fuel economy might be lowered. Just stating some facts. Let's see. Con. What's not good? What is not good about this bike? There is not much that is bad about this bike. A lot of the stuff, features and everything about this bike is amazing, great, improved. The only thing that people don't buy it is power. Now maybe if the same attributes of this bike were on a different motorcycle, but like 600 cc's, this would be a best seller probably. Well, it's there. It's the 650, the Ninja 650 or the ZX6R. About the same thing as this thing, except a little bit more, you know, different gauges. See, this gauge is alright. I love this. This gauge is good. Fuel. Okay, here's a pro. Fuel gauge. Oh yeah. People get jealous of my fuel gauge. My fuel gauge is very sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's see. What else is crappy about this? People say the tires are bad. On some, the stock tires are bad. On some, you know, some people say that. I don't have. I can't really compare. They don't harm my driving. They don't alter my driving performance, riding performance, braking performance, etc., etc. The tank capacity is a pro, 4.8 gallons. Again, the 3 main things why I bought this bike is fuel economy, 65 freaking miles per gallon. Its looks, and cheap. Cheap to maintain, cheap to purchase, cheap to insure. Insurance is, I personally pay $110 a month. And I'm going 40, of course. There's a speed limit sign back there. Oh, I should have turned right. Oh well. There's a biker in front of me. A biker! It's funny because I'm watching Z-Magic's videos and he gets excited about motorcycles. Other bikers. I think it's funny. This guy's a beast. This guy is now on YouTube. This guy's a female. He could be male. I'm gonna just go right here. Oh, it's a male and a female. That's a pretty nice bike. Purple. The female's wearing a helmet and the male's wearing a hat with sunglasses. That's nice. That's awesome. Very loud, which is good, which is alright. That's what he sounds like. That's alright. The power on the 250 is excellent. Meets or exceeds standards. Alright, I'm going to turn right here and shut this video off. Because this is way too long. It's probably 9 minutes or 8 or something. Anyways, yes. So overall, the pros and cons of this motorcycle. The pros outweigh the cons. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I'm back. I'll be making videos every other day, maybe every day, probably not every day. Every other day, etc, etc. So stay tuned for my videos. I'm gonna make another one. I'm excited. Haven't made one in a week. Alright, so yeah, I got my 250R decals. I gave you the pros and cons. Very good bike. I recommend getting it. And I bid you farewell.